Hey guys, Matthew here with Cool Stuff. First of all, I want to say Happy New Year. I know it's a little bit late, but anyways, Happy New Year's. Hope you guys had a great holiday season. Sorry for the hiatus, kind of. I was taking a break from YouTube for just holiday season, spending time with friends and family. So anyways, I'm back, and today we have kind of an unboxing. I've already unboxed it and used it a little bit, but kind of an unboxing of the Pixel 4 XL and kind of my somewhat impressions at first of this phone. So anyways, stay tuned and we'll go ahead and unbox this and I'll give you my first impressions. So real quick, let's go over the quick specs on this phone. This is the Pixel 4 XL. I have it in just black. There is also a clearly white and Oso orange. However, as of right now, the Oso orange and the clearly white are sold out. So all that's left for the Pixel 4 XL is the just black. I would recommend getting the XL versus the regular basic, mainly because of the battery life. So yeah, this phone has 6 gigabytes of RAM with either 64 or 128 gigabytes of internal storage. If you use a lot of storage, I would go ahead and get the 128 gigabyte because Google no longer gives free storage or unlimited storage for Pixel devices on Google Photos and all that. They stopped that. The last device to have that was the Pixel 3a, I believe. But anyways, this is the 6 gigabyte, 128 gigabyte variant of the Pixel 4 XL. So let's go ahead and unbox this. Let's get our handy dandy. Oh, I guess we won't get that because the Pixel device box has little tabs here on the side that allow you to just pull and it will go ahead and take that, so you don't need a knife to open the box. So we'll go ahead and lift this top off, and here you are greeted with the device itself. Again, I already have unboxed this and used it for a little bit, so I already have it set up. Along with, I put a screen protector, but the screen protector does not come with this device. So anyways, let's go ahead and take that out and put it to the side. The next thing we're greeted with is kind of some paperwork. You get your stuff, your SIM ejection tool, and kind of a user guide. Sadly, there is no Team Pixel stickers, at least on the regular variants. So anyways, we'll go ahead and toss that. Then you have the charging brick, which I love that Google gives you a 18-watt fast charger in the box. You don't have to go and buy a fast charger, so that's always nice to have. And then you are greeted with just a short 1 meter USB to USB cord cable, and then a USB-A to, let's get this out, a USB-A to USB-C adapter, so that way you can transfer stuff from one device to the other if you so choose. So yeah, that is the unboxing. So we'll go ahead and slide that and bring the Pixel device back in. So initial impressions when I first turned this on and kind of used it for a bit was that I really like this device. I know a lot of people have talked about how it kind of gets slow, it stutters a little bit because of the RAM management and all that, but honestly I have not had an issue with that at all. It's been very smooth. In my opinion, it hasn't really stuttered at all. But again, I mean, I do kind of use it a lot, so for those who use it less, it definitely shouldn't stutter that much, and those who use it more, I mean, I think that the 6 gigabytes of RAM kind of help it. It's definitely an improvement over the 4 GB from the previous year models. So anyways, this phone is equipped with a 90 hertz display. However, Google has it for a variable refresh rate, so therefore it jumps back from 90 or 60 depending on what's being used on the screen. But there is a way to force it at 90 all the time, and I will show you that in a bit. A lot of people have said that if you have it at 90, the battery drains pretty fast. However, in my personal opinion and in my usage, I have not really seen a whole lot of difference in drain of battery. The battery on the 4XL is definitely a lot better than the battery on the 4, along with the battery is slightly bigger than the battery on the 3XL. So anyways, since I'm here, I'll show you kind of the buttons and the device itself, and then we'll go from there. So on the right side of the device, you have in Google Pixel fashion, you have the power button. That's usually a different color. So on the just black, it's white. Then you have the volume rockers up and down right here, and then you have nothing else. And then on the bottom, you have the speaker grills, and then you have the USB-C port. You use this for charging and for audio if you have wired headphones. If you don't have wired headphones, then and Bluetooth, then you don't have to worry about the port. This device also comes with a USB-C to 3.5mm headphone jack, so it does have the adapter, unlike some people out there. So that is nice for people who don't have the USB-C headphones or the Bluetooth headphones. They still have the standard 3.5mm headphone jack headphones. So anyways, and then on the left here, you have the SIM slot. So where you got that SIM ejection tool, you would put your SIM in here, and then so you have a beautiful screen here. It is very beautiful, very fluid. It's, in my opinion, one of the best screens I think in a long time. I will say that for this phone, the sad part about this phone is that there is no, on the bottom, there is no front firing bottom speaker, which is pretty sad. It is on the bottom here, and so it's downward firing like everybody else. I loved in the Pixel 3 XL how the speaker was front firing, so that way I wouldn't have to cover my the speaker with my hands or worry about covering it with my hands like I do with some other phones. But I haven't had an issue. Overall, the speakers sound amazing in my opinion. I haven't had an issue of not being able to hear it. So good job Google for that. On the back here, you'll definitely see a difference between the 4XL and the 3XL. Is that on the 3 and 3XL, it was a two-tone kind of thing where it's like black, but part of it was a glossy black and the other part was like a matte black or glossy white, matte white, all that. And then you also have the 2 camera array here, versus where the other ones, all the other Pixels had 1 camera, because Google has for years been touting that they can do what other cameras do with just 1 lens versus multiple lenses. However, in testing, I have enjoyed having a second telephoto lens. Sadly, it's only a 2 times telephoto lens, but it still has made a pretty good difference. I'll do more on a camera test later on in an in-depth review of this device. So this phone does have facial recognition. On the top here, there's as you can see, the 2 lights kind of lighting up right there. That is for facial recognition, just like the iPhone has. It has a couple dot projection sensors, and then an IR camera and all that as well, along with the Project Soli chip in there for kind of swiping or using your phone without touching the screen. And then it has your front-facing camera and your speaker grill. So it is pretty cool. I will say that it isn't as secure as the iPhone. There is an issue of the phone unlocking even with your eyes closed, which is kind of bad. However, I believe in an update that Google has come out with, you can actually make it to where you have to have your eyes open. I have not received that update yet, so I have not received the December or the January update as of right now. I'm still on the December update. However, I will let you know if there's any significant changes with the January update in my in-depth review. So I'm going to show you real quick the Project Soli tool here. I'll go ahead and have this. I was listening to some old 90s music. However, let me go ahead and just turn the volume down so that way we don't get copyright strikes. And we'll go ahead and, there we go. We'll go ahead and put this here. And then, as you can see, let's zoom in a little bit. We'll go ahead and press this and then the cool thing about Project Soli is you can do this and it'll move to the next song. Do it again, it'll move to the next song. Go back. See here. And you do it the other way and it'll go back a track. Kind of like with the one tap, two tap kind of thing. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I really like this, how it does that. It does that with music, especially on Spotify. But it also does that with alarms to silence or snooze your alarm. You can kind of wave it over the phone, your hand over the phone, and it will snooze. However, it can be bad because it makes it turning off the alarm a lot easier, which could be bad for some people. So now we'll go ahead and I'll show you kind of how this phone it's just super smooth. I really like it, how smooth it is. I haven't had any issues with it stuttering. So I'll go ahead and show you how to force that 90 Hz refresh rate. But first you have to become a developer, which is super simple. However, if you are a developer, it does sometimes override any current warranties, so just be aware of that. But you would go into settings here. Let's go, and then you go down to About Phone, and you scroll down over to Build Number right there at the very bottom, and you would tap that a couple times. I'm already a developer, so it already says no need, you are already a developer, but it'll give you kind of like count down like 5 more taps to become a developer. And then after you do that, a number pad will show up on your phone, and you'll put in your PIN for your phone, and then you're a developer. And then when you do that, you'll go back to, let's see here, you'll go back to the settings. So let's go back to settings, and then you'll scroll down to System, and then right here where it says Advanced, you will press that Advanced, and you'll see where you have multiple users, developer options. You'll press that. You'll scroll down to and you'll see Force 90 Hz refresh rate. You'll click that, and then at the top here you'll see Force 90 Hz refresh rate. Initially it's off, and that gives you that variable refresh rate. However, if you want to force 90 Hz refresh rate, you go ahead and turn that on, and your phone will do 90 Hz all the time. I have loved this. Again, it's super smooth already, but it just made it even more smooth. After using this, all other phones kind of feel a little bit sluggish in my opinion, but that is, of course, my personal opinion. But overall, I have really enjoyed this phone so far. It is great. I haven't had any issues with it at all. There are some times where my Pixel 3 XL has had issues, and I know there have been issues with the Pixel 4 and 4 XL as of like right now with like different like face unlock and all that. So that is one thing that you have to be aware of when you buy a Pixel phone, is that they tend to have some bugs and stuff like that. But overall, I've been very happy. I haven't really had any issues with this phone other than not receiving that update, which Google has kind of delayed updates, especially for the December one. And so you just gotta wait for the update. But yeah. So yeah, that has kind of been my unboxing and initial, or not really initial, but somewhat impressions of the Pixel 4 and 4 XL right here. I will say that I personally even though I'm very careful with my phones, I tend to like to put a case on it. And this video is not sponsored by any means, but I will say that the Rhino Shield bumper case right here has been very good in my opinion. I love that it kind of gives you that feel of the side rails of the Pixel, that matte feel, but it gives you a little bit more protection. And then on top of that, you can get some extra buttons for about $2, I believe, something like that. And they come in different colors, so that way you can kind of give your Pixel a different spice of color. You can do a white like it originally is, or you can do, I have yellow, I've put red on here. They've got yellow, red, pink, green, white, black, and navy. And I think yeah, but anyways, it has been great. I'm also waiting for my D brand skin, because again, I got the just black version, and it does have it is a fingerprint magnet, unlike the matte versions of like the white and the Oso orange, which if they had that in stock, I definitely probably would have gotten that, but they didn't, so I got this one. Again, it's a fingerprint magnet, so I would suggest putting maybe a skin or a case on it. I'm still waiting on my orange skin from D brand. Again, this is not sponsored. This video is not sponsored by either D brand or Rhino Shield, but I will go ahead and put links down in the description below for both the bumper case, the buttons, and the D brand skin that I got for this phone. And if you want to get that. Again, overall, I really liked this phone. I like this phone a lot. I can definitely see it as my daily driver. I will be using it as my daily phone. The camera's great. The video, I haven't really tried the video that much, but the camera is a Pixel camera, so there's not a whole lot other than saying it's a Pixel camera, because it is great. I've been taking a lot of photos, and these photos just come out amazing, in my opinion. So yeah, that was kind of my initial impressions kind of thing and unboxing, but later on I will do a kind of a full in-depth review of the Pixel 4 XL after like 2 months or a month and a half of use on this phone, kind of waiting for that update again. But I will put some photos on there so you can kind of see the photo quality of this phone, especially with that second telephoto lens. Even though it is 2 times, I will put kind of some photos on there, and I'll kind of show you or tell you kind of what I feel like this phone is. I'll give you an honest review of this phone in my opinion. So anyways, thank you for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that bell icon if you want to get notified when I post a video. Again, I try to post a video every 2 weeks or so, if it's not a holiday or anything like that. I'm sorry for the hiatus, but I'm back, and I will try to get back on my schedule. As you can see, I'm repping my LSU Tigers, so go Tigers, any Tiger fans out there. But anyways, yeah, go ahead and let me know in the comments what you think. I'll put those descriptions down below for the case, buttons, and D brand skin. Until then,